You see this guy right over here? Well, believe it or not, according to some GMs in the league, out of all 450 players in the NBA, Klay Thompson is one of the most beloved. Except if you're on the other team and he's doing this to y'all.
Back to Thompson, quick release, puts it in!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure LeBron and company didn't think too fondly of him on that particular day. Klay has earned over a whopping $150 million over the course of his career doing this.
Fires for a second. Klay Thompson feeds. Careless with the ball. Klay Thompson.
But despite the glitz and glamour that the NBA lifestyle offers, this dude has managed to keep his feet on the ground and he doesn't let the fame get to his head. This humble attitude of his has allowed him to be admired and respected by his fellow basketball players. His former teammate Andrew Bogut told a story of Klay in an interview about how Klay easily gets along with new people, even if they're his opponents. Here's what the big Aussie had to say. I still remember in the 2016 Olympics, we're all staying in the Village. They have them on a cruise liner or whatever they stay at. But we all get back from practice one day, like in the middle of the tournament, got off the bus, and in the Village, we're walking out to our residencies, and I see Klay just walking by himself. So I jump off the bus. I'm like, Klay, what are you doing, man? Say hello to him. He goes, yeah, I just wanted to come see the Village. He just came by himself, no security, no other players with him. Then he's like, where are you going? I said, I'm just going back to the Australian quarters. And he was like, can I come with you? I'm like, yeah, no worries. And he came with us, hung out with a few of our players because he knows Aaron Baines and Brock Modem. Came and said hello to them, and then fast forward 2 or 3 hours later, I thought he'd left. I walked downstairs to go to dinner or whatever, and he's downstairs playing ping pong with someone from the athletics team on the Australian national team, you know? The second thing that his co-players love about him is his authenticity as a person. Jordan Poole was once asked why Klay is universally loved by basketball fans all over the world, and JP3 said it's simply because he's not trying to be someone else other than himself. He is exactly who he is. He is himself. He does not try to be anyone else. Klay will go and shoot, and he will hit 14 threes, and he will say whatever he has to say, and then you will catch him a couple days later on his boat on Instagram Live or chilling with his dog. JP3 also talked about the oozing confidence that Klay has, and also said that he's completely comfortable with his personality. In his words, Klay came to practice with a captain hat on. He's doing it not because he knows people are going to post it and it's going to get on Instagram and it's going to go viral. He's wearing a captain hat because he had it in the closet and felt like wearing it today. You have to appreciate that. The confidence that you have to have in yourself, the confidence you have in your personality, it is just awesome to see. Anyway, moving on here. These days in the NBA and in the world in general, we're seeing a lot of me, and me. It's just always about me. Well, when the Dubs squeezed KD into their already formidable roster back in 2017, there was no me for Klay. This dude set his ego aside and took a step back to become the third option behind KD and Steph. This is another reason why people love Klay so much. It's because he's willing to make that personal sacrifice for the greater good of the organization. I mean, Klay could have demanded a trade and publicly ranted in the media because he's not getting the same number of shots that he used to have. But for Klay, the team's success is more important than anything else. And that's why the Dubs managed to make it work and win back-to-back titles with Durant on their side. This is also the same case for Klay when you talk about his partnership with Steph. The Splash Brothers have indeed made a splash in modern basketball with how they changed the game from beyond the arc. But as we're all aware, the spotlight has always been fixated on Steph rather than Klay. But despite that, Klay didn't get jealous or upset even one bit due to the massive attention that Steph had been receiving, and instead, he focused his energy on supporting him and acknowledged that he's Robin in this duo while Steph is the main guy playing as Batman. Speaking of Steph, he talked about the long history and his personal relationship with Klay, and here's what he had to say. Shooting the basketball is what we do. The work that we put in since he got here, the level of inspiration we both have for each other, and the internal competition helped me to get to that point throughout my career. It was amazing to honor him even though he wasn't there. To let him know I'm not the shooter I am if I don't get to see Klay every single day to do what he does. He keeps you sharp, and you understand, if I want to shoot the ball the way I want to, there's another guy that can do it too. Klay had nothing but tremendous respect to his backcourt partner, and in response, here's what Klay said. "He has been an incredible role model for me, an even better leader. We've had such a great history together as far as playing for championships or USA team or just growing our friendship, and it felt natural again. Steph is one of the best to ever play, and it's just an honor to be his two-guard." Another reason why Klay Thompson receives so much love is just because of his passion for the game of basketball. I mean, this was the guy who went back on the court to shoot free throws after he tore his ACL. Now, taking away the serious stuff for a moment, another huge factor why Klay is loved around the league is because he's just chill most of the time and has an easygoing personality. When he went to China in 2017 to promote his personal shoe brand, Klay was caught doing a ton of goofy stuff as he interacted with fans during the entire tour, and because of that, China Klay was born, and it actually trended and went viral in various social media outlets. I mean, check these out. And actually, Klay took up his blooper compilation to another level with this hilariously embarrassing 360 dunk attempt. Well, since we've dug up that almost forgotten clip, here's Klay's reaction when a reporter asked what happened to that epic fail of a dunk. "Man, you've just gotta laugh at yourself sometimes. It's whatever. It was hilarious. I've got so much flack from my teammates. Zaza has been killing me, challenging me to a dunk contest. That's when you know you hit rock bottom, when Zaza thinks he's a better dunker than you. At first I was pretty embarrassed, but I'm like, I'm a champion. If that's the worst I do is miss a dunk, could be worse. I hit the ground, I tried to play it off, I rolled out, and I was like, I hope that doesn't go viral. The first thing in my head was like, please don't let this media cross the Pacific. But everything is in the cloud these days, somebody's bound to find it." Moving on here, Festus Ezeli was a former teammate of Klay for numerous seasons, and in an interview, he told this story about Klay which showed how funny Klay can be. One game we're up 3 with 15 seconds left, and somebody threw the ball to Klay. At this point, you just hold the ball. As soon as it touches his hands, Klay shoots. Draymond was like, "What are you doing? Why would you shoot that?" "Dog, they pay me to shoot the ball." Just like Ezeli, JP3 also shared his funny encounters with Klay, and here he reveals the funny side of Klay, which most of us don't get to see, and here's what he had to say. "I'll be telling Klay that he is just the king of one-liners. He's got all these crazy one-liners, these movie quotes that he uses. And I'm like, yo, you were speaking in code, you were speaking in dialects, but it is who he is. He's really chill, he's super chill actually. We have a really good locker room. Our chemistry and our camaraderie in our locker room is amazing." Finally, Steve Kerr said in jest that if he would relive his life again, he'll definitely switch places with Klay. "If I could do it all over again, I would be Klay. I want to be Klay. He's got it figured out. He just wants to play hoop and have fun, play with his dog. He's the most low-maintenance guy on earth." Anyway, guys, I think we all get the point now on why Klay is so popular amongst players in the league. And with that being said, have you ever wondered what people think of the young Warriors player, Jonathan Kuminga? Is he also beloved around the league? Well, just click here and find out. Hurry up and click it because I'm already on the other side.